How do Mime Artists? Welcome back to another set of 10. Starting off with Donphan. The Primal Kyogre, as you can see, was not exactly necessary, but I still was able to manage to get the S rank. I would definitely say take Manaphy as opposed to the Primal Kyogre. This was just my first playthrough of the stage, and I was able to S-rank it. You'll probably be fine even if you did take the Primal Kyogre over the Manaphy, but it would just be a better team nonetheless. Then after that is Fracture, going in with an alright team. There is Rayquaza as the Mega, Reggie Ice, as you've no doubt seen before, Alolan Ninetales, and Sylveon. Forgot the name for just a second. It's very late and I'm very tired, but the videos need to be made. Sylveon, very good on a stage like this where there are a couple of different types. There's Dragon and there is Ice. For the most part, trying to get rid of as many of those blocks as possible with the Regice before trying to get combos, before trying to get the Alolan Ninetales working is the best way to deal with a stage like this. Was able to get it, but just as some more disruptions were on their way. Luckily the Regice did go off a couple of times, which was certainly a boon for a run like this. And after that, just making as many matches with the Sylveon Rayquaza combo as possible. Sometimes it still doesn't go off, even though my Sylveon is level 29 at this point and has been skill leveled up to, I think, skill level 4. It's certainly something fairly high. I assume it's 4. Beyond that, this stage isn't too difficult. It may take a couple of playthroughs just to make sure that you actually get it, but it's not too shabby. I think this is about the best team you could find for this stage. Maybe an extra Pokemon. You could always get rid of the Alolan Ninetales for something that would help get rid of the disruptions, but that is entirely up to you. See how you feel when you play it. Next up here, as you can see, is Raichu. There are a lot of Pichu, Pikachus and Raichus on the stage. I did try going in with all three of them. That did not work. It worked for the starting board, but after that was just abominable. This team, you could always swap out the Flygon. That was just in case the Celesteela didn't go off in the first few turns, then being able to make matches with the Flygon. But if you can make a good match with the Celesteela in the first couple of turns to get rid of all of the excess Pokemon on the stage, you'll be fine. Then one of the Pokemon that just gets rid of itself would be grand into the equation. An easy S rank on this stage. The disruptions I expected may have been Pikachu, Pichu or Raichu, but just a couple of ice blocks, which is nice, very easy to get rid of. And there we go. Not too shabby. You could always... I did speed up this bit because I got up to 150 times combo, and we don't need to be here for several hours just waiting for this combo to finish. You could always swap out the Flygon for something like a Sylveon, that way you'd be doing a lot more damage in the combos. See how you feel, get a feel for this stage. Then after that we have Aerodactyl, almost a full fighting team, but with the addition of Ash Greninja, just because it's very powerful on a stage like this. Lucario is still the Mega, so the Pummel ability is slightly less helpful, but it's still a good Mega on a stage like this. You probably won't see too much of this stage if you can get a good couple of matches with the Buzzwole, with the Meloetta, or with the Ash Greninja itself. Don't know why I wasn't going for the match at the bottom left there that was with the Buzzwole match of 4. Sometimes when you watch these videos back, you do see some of the mistakes you made. But there we go, 8 moves left, it's still an S rank, and that shows just how easy some of these stages are, that you can misplay a wee bit and still get a good S rank. Next up is one of the, I'd say the hardest stage we've had to date. Mega Ampharos going in with Flygon, Landorus, and a Garchomp. The Mega here is Diancie, although it isn't super effective, it is very good on a stage like this where there will be an awful lot of unbreakable ice blocks on the field, so being able to get rid of those at every opportunity is very good. Very helpful for the starting board, slightly less helpful after that. The Flygon is here, just as you can see. There will be some Flaffies on the stage. If you've got a very highly leveled Flygon, it would be much better. Mine's is only about level 9, skill level 2 or 3, so it doesn't do that much damage. Not as much as it could do. And then once all of the disruptions are gone, just going through combos using the Garchomp and using the Landorus, trying to get as much damage out there as possible. The Mega here is completely useless, but it's a good Mega for when the disruptions occur. There aren't any great super effective Barrier Bash Pokemon. So I think Diancie is possibly the best Mega to go with. You could always go Shiny Tyranitar. That would do pretty much the same thing, whichever you like. I think my Mega Diancie is just slightly more powerful than the Tyranitar, but if yours is more leveled, switch them out. 6 and half a dozen, 6.5 and half a baker's dozen. And there we go. That is the hardest stage to beat in the sense that there's a +5 moves, there's a Mega Start as well into the mix. And then we've got Delibird. Oh look, it's a full fighting team. What? Something new? Something we have never seen before. Buzzwole, Beware, Lucario and Meloetta. Meloetta making matches of 3 or 5 if possible, if you can't make a match of 4 with the Buzzwole. The Beware can be swapped out here if you like. You could swap it out with something like Machamp or any other super effective fighting type that you like, that you've got highly leveled. My Beware is about level 9. Machamp would do a little bit more damage here. Whatever you like, I'm a big fan of the Beware where it can be used. 10 moves left is not too shabby. And then after that we have Misdreavus, +5 moves, as it's one of those stages that you need to beat in one move or you don't S rank it, so going in with a +5 moves you're practically guaranteed an S rank. Unless something goes severely wrong, you get the S rank without any bother. And there we go, 5 moves left. There may be a way to do it, but I think this is just simple, it's easy, go in fully optimised, make as many matches with the Ho-Oh as possible. After that we have Gallade. So Gallade, as you can see, full fighting team as usual, making matches with the Buzzwole if there's a match of 4, or Beware if you can. Beware is very good on a stage like this where there are quite a few disruptions, so being able to curb those is quite nice with the Beware, and it does a little extra damage into the mix. As you can see, some of the disruptions, ice blocks, there'll be a couple of Snorunt on the stage as well. Nothing too terrible that you can't deal with. It's a fairly fine stage. Fortunately that Buzzwole didn't go off, but still able to beat it in the Skyfall. 9 moves left, another S rank in the bag. They're now all adding up. Next up is Dragonair, penultimately in the set of 10, going in with Rayquaza as the Mega, very good here. There is also Xerneas, which you could swap out, you know, for something like a Silvally, just to do a little bit more damage in combos. The Regice is here just to get rid of some of the disruptions on the stage, and a Alolan Ninetales to be able to stop the disruptions if possible. Not that they're that bad, as you can see there's a couple of breakable blocks on the stage, nothing too perturbing. And that's it beaten with 8 moves left. Another stage that isn't too shabby at all. Quite a nice, easy little stage there. And lastly here we have Meinshao? Meinshao, yes. Full Psychic team as normal, what you would expect, making as many matches with the non-shiny Mewtwo as possible, trying to get the Psy Blast working to do as much damage as it can, then using the shiny Mewtwo as the Mega, being able to get rid of itself, which is very nice. The Tapu Lele gets rid of disruptions on this stage, and the Deoxys is very nice as well, just to do a little bit extra damage for Psychics in combos. When you've got this shiny Mewtwo as your Mega, you can get some fairly good combos out of it, so it's nice to mix between the heavy damage output of the Mewtwo and some good combos with the Deoxys. As you can see, a couple of breakable blocks on the stage, which Tapu Lele can deal with, or even they can be dealt with in the Skyfall. It's not that tricky of a stage. It's nice that they aren't such tantalisingly hard boss levels as you would find in the original main stages. But there we go, another 10 done and dusted. Remember to subscribe, like, dislike, whatever you like. Thank you very much for watching, and how do, Mime Artists?
Eggs! Eggs! E-double-G-S eggs!